Oh, she's corrupted Crystal. Oh, we saw it live action. I love it.
That was the crazy one.
I love it. What's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and you can already see Rekkai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, governor.
Hey, listen. We've come to the end of the Acolyte season finale, episode 8. This has been a very controversial show, and you know we love jumping in 2 feet deep into the controversy. Make sure you stay to the very end, because you already know me and Rekkai. We're gonna chop it up, have a bit of a back and forth, if you will, over the things that we've enjoyed and the things that, you know, is more than likely gonna have us scratching our head. So without any further ado, let's get started.
The twins. How were they created?
I fear for the girl's safety. Only a virgin could create that type of power.
All right. Long time coming. I can't lie. It's been a while since I've been this, you know, excited about a finale for a live action series from Star Wars. Not necessarily because I'm excited for it to be like exceptionally good or bad, just because the controversy. I just gotta see how it handles the controversy.
Gotta see how it ends. And can they, Simone Biles this thing, can they stick the landing?
Below the surface of consciousness are powerful emotions. Anger, fear.
In case you didn't know, IMDb still has this dude listed as the stranger.
And that's probably
So
good.
it's just you and the Force and what you bring with you.
Yes, yes. Wear the helmet. Become one with the dark side.
Yes, let your anger flow. So that's where we ended last week, right?
Yep.
Where she put the helmet on.
Mm-hmm. And took those deep breaths. Yep, starting off with the breaths again.
Look.
Yo, word? She got the demon eyes too to go with it.
Oh, she's strong.
Oh yeah, he's about to be all in on her.
This is the future you saw. She can kill with no weapon.
Yeah, I trained her.
I can still stop her.
My man moving chess pieces in his head right now.
What ship? I'm taking mine.
I'm going where exactly? I've seen where they are.
So we go together and see who gets to her first.
Oh, like the Cannonball Run. Okay.
I can prove it.
Prove it. Prove what? That murdering our mother was justified?
Oh, say it louder.
You locked everyone in.
Because the Jedi invaded our home. Everyone in there died because of the 4 of you.
It was right for us to intervene.
What?
The escape ship.
Was it helping her? Oh, that's right. She reprogrammed.
Remember,
That's
she
right.
reprogrammed it.
So you know, Jedi.
Oh, that exists in the Star Wars universe, huh? Okay. Didn't know that.
Isn't that interesting? In a galaxy far, far away, and they still got hell.
They still got it. Okay, that was interesting. Huh. I'm more curious about Ocean now that I know that, you know, she got, you know, got a mama in. Dang, boy, they got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers ships, all kinds of pods and subpods.
He's too big to follow us in here.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it's very cool.
But it's almost like an unwritten rule that, you know what I'm saying, to give us Star Wars, you got to give us now. We got, you know, we got some aerial battles, some starships. Like,
Oh, yeah. I'm not mad. I'm here for it. That used to be one of my favorite things about Star Wars as a kid.
I mean, they crossing off everything on the bingo card at this point.
Yeah.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Yeah.
Pull up to my bumper, baby.
What's up, little hater?
I don't know. It did seem like a tractor beam, didn't it? All right, so I'm confused with him.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's a tracker, but was he was helping May right there?
I mean, that's what it seems. There's obviously some information we don't know. There'll be some tough ships, boy.
Mm-hmm. The ship's made out of Beskar.
Terrain court's here to see you.
Where is he?
He's in there.
You let him in the control room?
He is, without a doubt, the weirdest casting of a Jedi I have ever seen, this dude.
And he's the worst at his job ever. Like,
hey, what's up, brother man?
I was surprised when they said you were traveling through hyperspace. How was your?
I can never remember this guy's name.
Can't either. I just know he was Martian Manhunter on the CW.
Yeah, that's the...
I have the authority to take independent action if there's no larger threat.
How can you know there is no larger threat?
All the victims were Jedi.
Is he British?
Probably. At this point, I just assume.
You think my campaign for an external review of the Jedi is a personal vendetta?
Nah, man, you need to drain the swamp.
I think the Jedi are a massive system of unchecked power, posing as a religion. Cult that claims to control the uncontrollable.
They don't control the Force.
Not the Force. Your emotions.
Ooh.
Come on.
Restraint. But it's only a matter of time before one of you snaps.
Oh!
Not if that happens. Who will be strong enough to stop him?
What's up?
I don't know. Like,
Go ahead, Senator.
When you're looking up to heroes, you don't have to face what's right in front of you.
the monster.
Is that all, Senator?
Yo! Senator Ryan Court 2024. Go to the ballots. Check it off.
Good luck. Now, what is it you say? May the Force be with you.
Listen, if that wasn't the smoothest way to say F you on the way out the door, like,
They love showing these.
You know what?
Little things.
The thing is, 100 years early, he wasn't wrong. You know, when you have your space Jesus go in there and just start killing babies.
Made a deal with my sister, and you expected her to uphold it. That's fair.
She walking with some confidence, isn't she? Go ahead.
Yeah, she should be.
We should be trained. Would you ever consider?
Yeah, he saw her, was like #1 draft pick. He like, hey, don't nobody tell me no. I'll bide my time.
Last chance.
Told you. I'm not my sister.
He's like, right now, she's LeBron.
You're definitely not. They made that deal without even thinking about it.
Look, he's like, yeah, I'm going to get Wemby. I'm going to get this pick.
Yeah. Look, that was a cool little chess move. He's still playing chess right now.
Of course.
Like, she feeling herself a little bit, but he's still like, nah. John Doe's got the upper hand.
Wait, what the hell is that?
What is going... Who? Oh, that feels very, Sith-ish, maybe? Dark side-ish? I don't know.
Don't know.
That is wild.
What the hell was that?
Gather as many knights as you can without raising alarm.
You anticipate a confrontation?
That's the thing. See, she never told anyone that she knows what Saul is doing, but never had a chance to tell her that he encountered, you know, Khmer, like that Khmer's, you know, Sith to them, right?
Right. How old is this temple or whatever it is? They said it was a spaceport, right?
No, but that's where May and Ocean them live. That's their house.
Oh, it is. It is. You're right. You're right.
Getting this elevator operational is the only way in. Unless you want to climb.
Are you sure?
He's pretty good at that. That's pretty cool.
He be getting his Batman on.
Thank you for leading me to her. We make a great team.
Come do this work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Let's go.
That's exactly what it reminded me of.
I will destroy you if I...
As a matter of fact, I don't know if I don't think I like that. It's a little bit too slow.
Mm-hmm.
That's clean.
It reminds me of the samurai killing sword and the samurai
the
regular sword.
Kanto.
Yeah. Okay, nice move, Saul. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
Yeah.
Saul in his bag today.
Yeah.
That's not a bad sequence. Not bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how May is wearing dark colors now, and
yeah,
Osha's wearing
yeah, like it was just happenstance where they switched the clothes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
My hatred of you, my grief over our mother. So I never became a Jedi.
It sounds very Sith-like.
Mm-hmm.
How Sith of you.
I saw it with my own eyes. He's lied to you every day since you left our home. How?
It's been 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't fail.
You can't teach somebody to control something that you can't control yourself.
She might be too far gone though. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look she's all aggression and anger right now.
Like, I'll answer to you no more.
Yeah.
Dark sidey.
Yeah. Nice sequence right there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see how they're a mirror of each other right there?
She gave in. She gave in to the dark side. Keep it moving. Let's go. Nice. Woo. Oh, God. Here come the backup. Here come the police.
Oh, they're not here for me.
Oh.
Told y'all, oh, nah. Your people came to get you, homie.
Yeah. He said, they ain't here for me. Look, made and learned from Chimera. She did that disappearance stuff. Uh-oh. Look at that. He tried to do him like Anakin. Trying to scissor his head off. Oh, he cut Chimera's saber in half.
He still got the baby part.
Yeah.
The dagger part ain't work no more?
I don't know, because I always wondered, like, when he pulled it out, did it have two crystals in it? Is that why both sides work? Because
Jedi finna stop Saul, though. He ain't finna kill him. He want to so bad.
He do.
This is the source of your pain.
Shit, I ain't hearing none of that either. I'm doing me.
Oh.
Strike him down. And your journey.
You see, did she crack the crystal?
I don't know. I couldn't tell. The crystal was definitely exposed, though.
Yeah, when she threw it like that?
She's like, nah, bro. I do me now. Both of y'all can kick rocks.
The Senate, the Republic. I want him to pay for his crimes.
I did the right thing.
Man, shut your ass up.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Uh-oh. All that anger that she got, 16 years of you lying in her face?
Come get these paws.
If it was the right thing to do, why didn't you tell the Jedi?
There was no proof you were created in the...
Oh, she big mad.
I wanted to tell you so many times, but I couldn't.
Yeah, you better get this saber, homie.
I kept this from you, so you could have the life you'd always dreamed of. I did everything because I love...
Oh, the choke out.
Look at Mace. Look. Is it Osha?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No, that's May. That's May giving her that work.
No,
Stop
that's
talking.
OSHA. That's OSHA.
Yeah, excuse me. You're right. You're right. Look.
Oh, yes. Yes, let into your anger.
Come
Come
like,
on.
damn, sis.
Yeah, like, oh, you thought I...
Oh, she's corrupted Crystal. Oh, we saw it live action. I love it.
That was the crazy one.
I love it.
He was actually trying to tell her he loved her. Like, ooh, she's like, you killed my mama.
I'm still tripping off how she corrupted the crystal. That to me was the bar. That was bananas.
I mean, she's in the middle of a force choke. Yeah, like she's got her full Vader bag on right now, boy.
He was like, well,
look,
my number one draft pick. Come with me.
Yeah, come with me, Wimby.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
that part.
Look at her face. Yes. That saber just reflected. This is who you are. Look at May. Like, the hell?
When your saber tells you who you are, believe him.
Believe it? Yeah, that's you, boo.
That's awesome.
That's why you didn't complete your Jedi training. That's you. I'll wait for our discussion because it just...
You're alive.
Oh.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yo,
she was his
Padawan,
former.
huh?
She was she was his former Jedi master. I knew it. I knew that scar on his back. That she did that.
Basil, you're all right. What a relief.
Oh, shit.
Oh, nah. So far gone.
Look, he's already gone. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna piece y'all up.
Yeah, I should just be solo. Yeah.
I know a way out.
I'm team
Here's the thing, though. That's not surprising. Saul had to die.
Yeah. We called that like episode like 3 or 4. You had to, because nobody can know about.
Basically, Chimera, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Venestra does, but she don't know that
she ain't gonna
he's
say nothing.
evil. You know, yeah. But the whole virgins on this planet, these two being, you know what I'm saying, the same person, basically.
You have to climb down there. You sure? Trust
That's
me.
why
Yeah.
the wonderful thing that was done was it still doesn't mess with the whole Anakin Space Jesus. Like,
I hope they get away. Come on, girls. Y'all can get away.
But I felt I got sucked into this core tunnel. Come this way.
oh, okay. Did you hear that?
Yeah. She got sucked in.
Yeah, when she fell when Saul didn't save her the first rep.
Yeah, look at your mans. Look at him.
She's looking for a little body.
You too. Search the premises. The rest of you set up a 5-click perimeter. They couldn't have...
There's a few Jedis that can do that. They can go into a scene and just like sense what happened there before.
Who taught us that?
We got all that to appease herself, make her feel good, because
Yeah.
you know she did just kill a man. You know.
If I can find you, so can the Jedi.
And now that helmet got a hell of a, you know, just when you go in it, it ain't nothing in that helmet, but it's got that voice modulator on it. It's pretty damn cool.
I'll show when they find out how powerful you are.
You will meet the same fate as Emma.
Yep.
Yeah. Like May had to tell her.
Y'all
Like,
gotta run.
What do you want, Ocean?
Listen to her sound like her mama.
Yeah. That's
how
a
the
great
circle
call.
comes back around.
That is a great call on that. Yes.
Are you sure?
Oh. Are you sure? Yeah, she's had. Oh.
Oh, so like, man, let him come.
I mean, because right now, except for Venestra, all of them are red shirts.
Permanently.
I don't like that. I want the twins to do their own thing, man. handshake. We ain't got to do all that. Just know. Oh, there we go.
Love a bad name? Remember how they said the virgins was a point or whatever? I think it was that tree. That's why the tree was always special to them. I think that tree was...
Could be.
I mean, look, it's different than everything else around it.
Oh, yeah.
Move. Lay down any weapons that you have.
Oh, God. Here we go with this again.
In the same outfit.
Don't matter.
You were flying while black.
Yeah. You were thinking while black.
They just cut off her old Walkman.
Remove her restraints.
It's clean right there what Vanessa got on.
It is.
Please sit, May.
I like the old throwback, the way the set is built, like the old Star Wars, big buttons, all that. I love that.
Yeah, this is High Republic. So get on it.
A rogue Jedi named Soul killed his accomplices to maintain the cover story.
What?
Sorry, my friend.
Somebody gotta be the fall guy.
He was found dead on Brandok, at the scene of his original crime.
I believe he ended his own life.
Ooh, the shade. The cover up.
He justified every selfish step with the love he had for your sister.
Oops.
Does the name Osha mean anything? Poor girl.
She doesn't know the truth anymore, which is so terrible.
I need you to help me find someone.
Who?
A pupil of mine. Before he turned to evil.
Was it evil? I'm starting to like, you know, or did he just want to be free?
Wait a minute, what did she say? Help her find who?
Her pupil who turned to evil.
So, but she didn't say his name, right?
No.
Okay. So.
My man got the dope fit though. My man stay with his shoulders out. I like them. Now that is an interesting anti-hero right there.
Yeah.
In the dark side. I like it. I approve this message. And you know what's crazy? Oh, hold on.
Sorry to disturb you, Master. We need to talk.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. Listen, I for one am one of the main people that have been tired of the whole anti-hero trope because it's just played out. It's kind of like it's almost like a cheap runaway kind of thing now. It's not fun anymore because everybody kind of does it. But this one, this story of building an anti-hero, which I'm considering anti-hero, I'm sure I'm probably gonna get beat over the head in the comments. She's not an anti-hero, they're the bad guys, I'm sure, but to me, I feel her. I feel her. I feel the stranger. I guess I'm a dark side. I guess I'm a fan of the dark side now because I need intentions behind the things that you do. I'm not gonna sit there and point my finger at somebody and call them evil just because you think they're evil. My man just wanted to be free from the Jedi and was like, listen, I have these emotions that I want to feel and I want to dip. And they was like, nah, we can't have that. You know, Osha was just like, yo, the sisters just want to be family. They just want to be left alone. The witches just want to do their own thing on their own world in their own time. I guess I'm a dark side. Syntell has a red saber, and I'll just leave it at that. How you feeling, man? I know I'm taking a really strong approach and I'm standing by it. Come at me.
Stand on business.
Come at me, man.
Ooh. I won't say that they Simone Bowsed it, but they about stuck the landing. Like, to end the series in this way, because I know one of the main things that so many have come at this, you know, besides the woke agenda and all that other crap that they say, instead of just watching the story for what the story was. As far as the story goes, it does not go against the continuity. It does not go against canon. Because at this point, Saul died, like we knew he had to die.
Yeah, we knew he had
because no one knew. Now they discovered that there was a virgins on this planet. You know, him, Kalnaka, Torben, Master Indara. They discovered there's a virgins on this planet. So after the whole thing at the when they killed all the Covenant witches, did they go out and tell somebody that there was a virgins on this planet? Because that's the unexplainable, you know, just life popping up on this planet. But to create life in people, they said they could prove those are virgins. At least they needed both the twins to show they're not actually even twins. They are the same person split into two or whatever. They had to prove the virgins, and they couldn't do it with just one of them. So as of right now, even though they thought there was a virgins, nobody knew that outside of them. Not even Master Vanastra. Like, no one knew that. No one knew that Khmer is a Sith, or what he said, because he didn't call himself a Sith.
He did not.
He said what you would call a Sith. Because one of those episodes, when he first said that, at the very end of it, they played that music from the sequels that made me thought that he was going to be a part of Kylo Ren and them people, like the original Ren folks. The Knights of Ren. Didn't pan out for that. And then, besides how dope some of the reveals in this was, and I agree with you, anti-hero, what was the motivations between her? She was good, like annoyingly good, until she wasn't. Until she got all the motivation and stuff. And then, again, how they think the Jedi all these people over all these years. It's not something like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Senator Ryancourt. Like, yes, dude, you cannot control the uncontrollable. I've been saying that for years.
Yes.
And everyone has revered and act like, you know what I'm saying? The main guy in all of Star Wars didn't flip out over his emotions. And the first thing he did was kill the whole daycare. Stop it. And everybody's like, nah, he's good. You know, we like him. I wonder why it is that they like him, but I'm not going to go there right now.
Yeah.
Here's something super interesting, and I had to, because it threw me, I had to look it up immediately. Little buddy that was in the cave.
Yeah, I mean,
he looked like a Darth. He looked like a Sith.
Is that Plagueis?
It looked like Plagueis. I mean, Plagueis has, you know, he has like an elongated face. He's an alien. I can't remember which race of alien he is or whatever. But my immediate thought was, is that Darth Tenebrous or is that Plagueis? Because Tenebrous is Plagueis' master.
Okay. Okay.
So very well, Plagueis would have been alive during this time. So it very well could have been, you know, the rule of two. And as we saw with Darth Sidious, he tried all sorts of acolytes and apprentices and stuff out, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, before he, you know, I guess settled on Darth Vader. Because I mean, he even had Dooku, Darth Tyrannus, you know. And really the rule of two is actually a misnomer, because it's not ever the rule of two. It's always three. You know, because there's the master, there's the, you know, the apprentice, and then the apprentice has an acolyte, always. because whenever the apprentice decides it's his time to rule and he's to be the master, he kills his master. But there's always somebody ready to take the part of the apprentice. So that means there's more than two. Like, you know, they training up other people in secret, as we saw with Darth Maul and Savage and, you know, a lot of other stuff, you know, Sage Ventress. We saw we saw in the prequels that rule of two is not really a rule of two. The one thing that kind of threw me off about this is like, okay, why would Plagueis be here? Like hiding, skulking around the cave almost, like, because it's not like Khmer told him. Hell, I don't know if Osha even told him where they was going on the way. No. So it's not like he had a chance to tell his master, you know, that's where he was. And then not only that, from what I remember, Darth Plagueis was a politician. Darth Plagueis was the blueprint for Darth Sidious or Palpatine to hide in plain sight. And Darth Plagueis, even though Darth Plagueis was more of a scholar. Like, I'm not saying he didn't have, you know, like lightsaber skills and none of that, but he was a scholar. Like, he was learning. That's why the whole thing about Plagueis and Sidious, like where Plagueis was really trying to learn, you know, collecting Sith holocrons and everything, learning everything he could about how to cheat death, how to become immortal.
Well, if that's the case, then it kind of does play into that, because if you have the source, the actual living source of life being created, then you can study it, break it down, figure out how it works, manipulate it, you know, and maybe that ties into that story of him being able to crack the code with these two young women. I guess we just gotta wait. Hopefully, you know, I don't know if this is going to get a second season because of all of the pushback. Regardless of it being good or not, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to continue, because at the end of the day, Disney is a business and it is about making money. But just because hate in reviews doesn't necessarily translate into numbers. So I'm curious as to what the numbers are with this. I don't know if Disney reveals their numbers. A lot of streaming services have kind of like chilled out on that, but I do hope that they continue the story. They left it on a cliffhanger to kind of like keep it open. Go ahead. You had another thought you was about to close out with.
Well, the thing is, one of the biggest complaints, and it just was so asinine to me, was that people are complaining that this series was wrecking canon and was wrecking, you know, the prequels and all that. And I was like, I don't understand if people really know how time works, but this was 100 years before that. So a lot of things that happened in this could have played into what happened in the prequels, and that's exactly what we saw. We ended this on the fact that nobody knows there was a virgins. Nobody knows that the Sith were around. You know what I'm saying? Khmer told that to Saul. Don't nobody else know that. He never told. Yeah, I'm looking at the playback again. That definitely looked like Plagueis.
It could be. It could be.
But it's just, Plagueis was but he was always more highbrow, like regal. So him skulking around in caves is weird to me. But the other thing about this is what happened here because of this incident could have been what really sparked Plagueis. And, you know, at this point, Khmer is still alive. So we're assuming that Khmer is Plagueis's apprentice.
Possibly, you know, maybe.
He's had some training from the Jedi. He's definitely has some dark side training. You know, but for all I know, hell, he could be an acolyte.
You know, one of the things I really enjoyed is that in the very beginning, you know, Khmer's challenge to May was, I need you to kill Jedi without using a saber, without using a weapon. And to see what that looks like in its final form, but not from May, but from Osha, to me is still, to this day, one of the dopest OG offensive moves ever is Vader's chokeout. To this day. It's
that's where he got it from.
That is where I think I feel like that was like the birth of it. Like knowing how to kill Jedi without needing a lightsaber, and then May doing that, Osha doing that at the very end was just brilliant. I thought that's how you tell the story of, like, imagine, like, I don't know if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan and you figured out the story behind the Kamehameha or something like that. You know, I feel like it's a pivotal moment in Jedi lore or Star Wars lore. Like, where did that chokeout come from? Like, where? And it's such a, it had a story built behind it of real anger and betrayal and all of that, and the stop talking that I felt her on that level, because Saul can kick all the rocks. I know there's gonna be people that are gonna be like, nah, Saul, man, I ain't trying to hear none of that, trying to do the right thing, none of that registers.
Yeah.
I did everything I
did because I loved you. Oh, stop.
And Osha's just like, stop talking. I felt that to my core. I felt that in my spirit, like old Negro spiritual, sang out my heart. Stop talking and get this choke. I thought that to me was a Simone Biles moment of sticking the landing, at least of like knowing where a very coveted and beloved thing that's a part of Star Wars lore, that chokeout, the birth of that. I love that.
That whole sequence though, the chokeout, and then when she had the resolve to finish it, not let him go, but to go on and squeeze like, you're done, my guy.
That's it.
You done lied to me for 16 years. You killed my mom.
You killed my mom.
If I could squeeze this fist tighter, I would. You know, and then, corrupting the crystal,
you
and seeing it turn red.
That was gonna be my thing. I was gonna stick the landing with the corrupting of the crystal off of that emotion. I felt that. I felt that it didn't seem, let me twirl my mustaches because I'm trying to be evil. It came from a place of real truth. I felt that. You were that angry that the Kyber crystal was like, I can't rock with the blue no more. And then see the saber kind of like, you know how like with Kylo Ren, when he let his saber out and it was all kind of janky and, you know, kind of smoking a little bit and all of that, like to even see the lightsaber kind of go through that transition as well. Those two things to me is 10 out of 10. Those two things. Go ahead, finish your thought, man.
Now, here's what I was going to say about what you were saying, because you're right. I think what made that scene beautiful was the fact that it is something that we can relate to. You killed my mother, and you took me under your wing, and and then want to try to tell me you love me, and you have been lying, bold-faced lying to my face for 16 years because what you thought you was doing it out of concern for me. Shut the hell up. Not trying to hear it. Not only you getting choked out, but that emotion, that anger, and I'm not even gonna say hatred at that point, because she clearly, this whole series has had this love for Saul, and it's like one of those things like how, and people ask it all the time, like how you can be like in love with a person and then they do something to betray you, they cheat on you, whatever, and how that love can quickly flip the script and jump, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stand the air that person breathes. Like, just hearing them, you know what I'm saying? Like, just hearing them breathe gives me a physical reaction. Like, dude, like, you ain't got to say nothing. Just like, if the Lord was looking out for me right now, he would close your windpipes. So I get it.
Get that.
It's a visceral reaction, but it goes to show that good and evil is not black and white.
That part.
It is in the gray. Like anyone can understand almost why she did. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people would be like, no, I would have been more like May. Like I'd have pulled up. But the thing is, from the beginning of the series, you try to convince us that she was evil. We even saw her kill people.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as evil as it seems now. Her motivations and everything, you know, to show us she saw Saul kill her mother. Yeah, I need to get my, like, you know, when she accepted she accepted Kamir's contract or whatever without even thinking about it. And that's because she saw it. Ocean didn't see it. But it became even worse because then it was compounded. It's like interest. It compounded. 16 years, you knew. You didn't tell the Jedi. You didn't say anything to me. Even if it was an accident, which it wasn't. I had somebody online in the comments on one of these episodes. I don't know. I just had time that day. And they were going to try, you know what I'm saying? They try to justify Saul's region. He said, you know, he said something to the tune of, you know, he saw her turn into a demon monster in front of him.
No.
He should have killed her. And I was like,
no.
What did she do? Yes, you mean she did something he didn't understand? What did she do that actually threatened him? It's just like, you know, it's just like, listen, I can't. I think anti-hero is the right call for this because she was clearly good. She's been good for I don't know how many episodes. And then she slid over. She just slid right up on the door of darkness and into, it's not even really evil. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to look at evil, this man then killed her mama. And then like that right there, that's a whole different mindset. But I understand the mindset because that's where we are as a society. Like the fact that, like you said, the love for the force choke. This may have been where it originated, where it killed people without a weapon. Now, in Legends, in the expanded universe, there have been plenty of, Sith lords who were so, you know, they was out here, they killed planets with their minds and stuff, but, you know, but we're not there. And what Plagueis is trying to do is trying to create life with the help of the Force or whatever, but he can't figure out how to do it. And maybe, just maybe, you know, one of the reasons why this Coven of Witches was, successful is because not only was Anastasia strong, maybe Coral was strong, they had a whole coven. They had like 50, 60 women, 60 people with them who's on the same accord, right? And then they find this planet that's got a vergence in the Force, and they're able to use what's happening on this planet to make that happen. I'm almost thinking at this point, if that's what Plagueis and eventually Sidious is going to be on, that's why Ocean now is important. Like they're trying to figure out, like Kamir knows how redonkulously powerful she is. She put that helmet on and almost took him down. Yeah. And I think she really felt her power too, because she walked different after that. It scared her. Yeah, she walked different. She moved a lot different. You know, like she I don't know if it's giving in to the dark side per se or giving into her emotions, but she definitely had a different I think when she put that helmet on, I think the whole thing about it, because like remember that helmet was nothing. It was like little slits. You can't even see out of it. It's almost a deprivation helmet. Yeah, it's like a sensory deprivation tank almost. Yeah. But I think that killed all of her self-doubt. Remember, she always thought that she was, because May always flexed. Ocean like hid behind May. Like if she thought in her mind that she was weaker than May, I think that helmet killed all that. And she's like, oh, I'm so powerful. I'm afraid of this. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she's always been afraid of her power. And that she's like, oh, I didn't know I was like that. Yeah. You know, it's like, you in the gym, you go up and you didn't know, and somebody done pissed you off, or called your name during the game, and you go up and do an East Bay, you go up and dunk nasty, like, oh, I didn't even know I had that. I thought I was nice, but damn. Oh, this game getting ready to be different now. This game, I'm in my bag now.
I done found myself. Listen, I think if there is any kind of change that I would have wanted, like if I could like go back and be like, if I could tweak something, because I know that, like, I understand that for the overarching story of Star Wars, that anybody that aligns with the dark side has to be bad guys. I totally get and understand that. I do like that we added some gray with the Acolyte to make us question that. It's kind of like a more of a vacation from the typical Star Wars trope, but we're gonna get back to business as usual after all this is said and done. You got a red saber, you're a bad guy. I understand that. That's going to happen, regardless of how I feel about these two sisters. But for me, I think for this to have really been like a 10 out of 10 for me is if the sisters went and did their own thing. I ain't rocking with no light side. I ain't rocking with no dark side. It's just me and my sis, and we gonna go find us. That's how I wish it would have ended, and then you can maybe, I don't know, the birth of the Grey Jedi, whatever it is, but I know I can already see the writing on the wall on how this is going to go, because in order to maintain the fandom and the lore, Osha has got to be the bad guy. It just has to. But I will take this moment to enjoy the gray, to enjoy, the bold step into not being typical. I'm trying to think, like, Ventress is definitely one of my favorites of the Fallen, for who knows how many reasons. But right now, Osha is stepping into a brave new world of being a fan favorite. There's anything that you want to say to close this out real quick, because we're kind of getting a little long in this, before we head off into the other lands of Reactionville. How you want to close this out, my guy?
I think, I don't know. I don't think I didn't want to see Osha and May go off and do their own thing. I think especially too with the two of them being together, two as one, or one made as two, it would have been too much. And then with that, you would have had to really rewrite the story. That would have messed with canon. They're too powerful together. Like when they were trying to teach them, the cover was trying to teach them how to use their power together. If they'd ever figure that out for real, especially now, shit, you'd have had to rewrite all of, the stories, like Skywalker's who? Don't nobody know about them? They know about these little girls, So that couldn't happen. Going to one side or the other, that does disappoint me a little bit, because there's more factors and more people in the Force out there that are not just Sith and Jedi. However, again, you said something about, it being a business at the end of the day. Yeah. And unfortunately, most, and I would say a high majority of the people who have any recollection, know anything about Star Wars, they know it strictly from the movies. They have not watched the TV shows. A lot of them have not watched the animated stuff where some of the best storytelling in Star Wars, period, has gone down. They don't know. They don't know about the expanded universe or whatever. So to them, it's two sides. And it's funny, that the Jedi get some different colored weapons, but basically you're talking about Democrats and Republicans. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know two. There's more parties than those two, but people only deal with the two. I think people are going to come out and say, they stole the Force choke from Vader, even though this is 100 years before.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Yeah. And it reminds me of like kids these days. Like, you hear a song on the radio and it'll be a remix, or it'll be a song that was popular back in our day, where they've taken a song, maybe even got the original artist, on their song. But someone be like, oh, they, and then they'll hear the original song. They're like, oh, they stole the beat from such and such. It's like, how they steal it if this song precedes the song that you listened to about 30 years? What are you talking about? Like, make that make sense. I remember I went to a step show, a fraternity, not a fraternity step, it was a high school step show. And I took some of my students to the colleges, to U of L's step show. And I remember the whole time they were watching the fraternities and sororities stepping, and they're like, oh, I remember some little girls are like, oh, they stole that step from such and such high school. Oh, and they took that. And I was like, do y'all even hear what you saying? Like, these fraternities and sororities have been around for over 100 years. Like, all of them been around for over 100 years at this point. And they have been doing this for almost that long, 50, 60 years or whatever. They've been stepping or whatever. I was like, little high school children that you're talking about watched a YouTube video of some fraternity sororities and they stole their steps. That's how that works. I was like, let your little high school come up here on this campus right now and start doing one of these fraternity sororities steps. You will see some adults, some young adults beat the hell out of some children. But that's the important thing about learning your history. History is important, and that's one of those things about if you don't learn your history, you're doomed to repeat it.
Right.
I won't say that I love The Acolyte as a series, but I do have an appreciation for it. I did like it only because it introduced some new things to the lore that did not wreck canon. There might be some things in here that people don't like. They don't like the story. They don't like the wokeness or whatever in the hell dumb shit that they can say. This was special because it did introduce some new things, not only to the lore, but in a different way of looking at the story, a different way of presenting the anti-hero. And even though I do not believe it's going to get a season 2, I mean, it's like the lowest rated season, lowest rated thing in all of Star Wars, which is sad because that agenda, it may not have been woke, but it was dead sleep because it pushed a false agenda. I think it's kind of sad because to see where Khmer and Osha go from here, even Master Vernestra, like that is highly interesting. So, and as a matter of fact, I think they're done with the High Republic altogether because of this. The fans want what they want, and I cannot lie and say that I've wanted to see the Old Republic forever. Don't give me the rule of 2. I want to see a whole bunch of Sith, like just Sith everywhere, Jedi everywhere, lightsabers and space wizards everywhere. Yeah. Like, give it to me, And behind Ahsoka, my favorite Star Wars character is Revan. Revan was that dude. So, and he was my favorite before Ahsoka came, but Ahsoka took the #1 spot. But Revan, a Jedi who fell and became a Sith, and then had got him a bout of amnesia, turned up like Mayhair, and went back to being a Jedi. And because he walks on both sides of the fence, he carries a red and a purple lightsaber. Get you some. Like, Revan is that dude. Like,
all right, well,
so anybody who knows Knights of the Old Republic, they know Revan. Like, Revan is that guy.
Yeah, I maybe, who knows what the future of this is going to show. I mean, Andor had very low ratings. It's considered one of the lowest rating shows as well, but I think it is the best Star Wars live action. Who knows? It's probably not looking good.
I think this rates above Andor now, like as far as rating.
Yeah, I know people poo-pooed on Andor, but that's because it's not for everybody. It's for a little bit higher thought.
No space wizards and laser swords.
Yeah, so it's for a little bit of a higher thought. This is a good place to kind of close this out. Hey, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Please do yourself a favor and check out Rekkai's channel where he does these incredible deep thoughts. Rekkai, tell the people how they get in contact with you real quick.
I've talked enough already, so please, if you're familiar with me at all, come over to my page. If not, I mix a little bit of my inner thoughts with the themes and tropes of these shows and series and movies that we watch. So come check me out. I will have one for this one as soon as I can get it up. And we cover a number of things. So yeah, definitely come check it out. YouTube.com/Noop from the Ville, NUPEFROMDAVILLE. You gotta use this, people. But as you can hear from me and Syntell, a lot of times we use this right here too.
Hey, all facts, all truths. Don't worry if you didn't catch all that. There'll be a link in the description. You can get to it super quick. It is clickable. Let us know what we got right, what we got wrong, and the phone was definitely a what did we miss. Please, please, please have at me. I love the drama and I got time. Make sure you check out the Andor binge-worthy what's the word I'm looking for? the Andor binge-worthy
Acolyte.
Excuse me, Acolyte. Binge-worthy is doing the Acolyte. It is another one of our brother sister channels. There will be a link in the description for that.
On the Geekish Network.
On the Geekish Network. So I'm trying to wrap all of this up because our editor is chomping at the bit to try to get at this. You all have been stupendous, and we will see you all on the next project. All right, y'all. Take care. Peace.